my name is Bethany Wray, and I am a teaching artist with Meadow Arts, a nonprofit art organization located in Twisp, Washington. Those of us at Meadow Arts know that this is an unusual time in that you are most likely doing a lot of your learning from home. Well, the great thing about art is that you can do it pretty much anywhere. You can do it at your home, in your bedroom, or maybe even your kitchen. You can even go outside and do art, maybe at a nearby park, or even in your backyard. So Meadow Arts is putting together some free online video art lessons so that you can be inspired, use your creativity, grow your imagination, and maybe even see the world a little differently. So we are going to use our imagination and creativity today to make these nature bugs. What you will need for this project is some found objects in nature. This would be a good time to go on a nature walk and just gather up things like sticks and leaves, or maybe even some berries. So what I have with me today are some sticks, I have some leaves, and then I have these little berries too. What you'll also need is cardboard, cut down about the size of your hand, and then some glue. Go ahead and pause this video, gather up all these materials, maybe take a chance to go on a walk, and then come back and start the video again. When we come back together, we're first going to begin by reading a book that will explore a little bit more on learning about insects, and then we'll get started with our art project. All right, welcome back. So before we get started on the art project, today we're going to read Superbugs by Michelle Meadows, illustrated by Bill Mayer. Antenna up, eyes down, buzzing all around the town. Superbugs, superbugs, mighty, mighty superbugs. Fast and fit, super strong, helping insects all day long. Duty calls, bursting walls, catch a stink bug when she falls. Fighting crime, slinging slime, save mosquitoes just in time. Cricket choir, stage on fire, ants and termites lift them higher. Antenna up, eyes down, buzzing all around the town. Superbugs, superbugs, mighty, mighty superbugs. Insect shopper, green grasshopper, save her from a whopper bopper. What is the whopper bopper? It's like a big old tomato. Insect coaches, rowdy roaches, watch out, human foot approaches. Oh no! Beetles cheer, never fear, superbugs are always near. Flies and fleas and bumblebees, cicadas cheering from the trees. I like this little bug on top of his head. Antenna up, eyes down, buzzing all around the town. Superbugs, superbugs, mighty, mighty superbugs. Superheroes save the day, all the insects shout, hooray! Caterpillars, butterflies, spiders, moths, and dragonflies. So many different types of bugs. Daddy longlegs, sleepy eyes, fireflies are on the rise. To the hideout, cozy nest, even heroes need to rest. Except for this one. The end. All right, that was pretty fun being able to read a little bit more about insects. Now we're ready to get going on our art project. But before we get started with putting together an insect, we need to know the parts that make up an insect. So, what we're going to need to know are these parts. We're going to need to know that insects are made up of a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. They also have antennae, 2 antennae in the front of their head, and some insects might come with wings. Lastly, insects have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to remember that insects have a head, a thorax, abdomen, 6 legs, some antennae, and then you may or may not want to put wings with your insect. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of copy what I did here because I want an insect with some wings. So I'm going to take the little berry that I collected, and I'm going to actually do the 3 biggest parts of the insect first. So I'm going to start from top to bottom or from head to toe with my insect. So I'm going to twist off this little stem that's on the berry because I want to use that for an antenna. Same thing here, I'm going to use that as well. So I have 2 little stems I'm going to use for my antenna. I'm going to use that for later. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and glue on the head. Put a little bit of glue, not a lot, just a dot. Just a dot of glue is all you need. And then I'm looking at these 2 leaves and I'm noticing that this one is a little bit smaller than this one. Well, if I go back and I look, I notice that here the thorax is a little bit smaller than the abdomen. So I'm going to use this smaller leaf for my thorax. And I'm going to take the stem off too of the leaf so it's a little easier to glue down. So again, just a little bit of glue. I'll smush that down with my finger. Okay, and it's still pretty big. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the other leaf for the abdomen on top of the thorax. So I'm going to do a little bit of overlaying or overlapping. I'm going to overlap means to put something on top of another object. It's to layer, okay? So now I have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. Next part is I'm going to glue on the wings. So here the wings also have stems. I'm going to take those off too, just to make it a little easier for me to glue this on. And then glue that down. Okay, so now I have wings. But I'm not finished yet because now the smallest parts, I need to glue the smallest parts down. So I'm going to just put a little bit of glue where I want my antenna. I kind of made these little stripes just on the top that are in the shape of the antenna. And I'm going to stick the antenna down. Oop, that's not what I wanted to use. Get that out of there. I chose the wrong antenna. Forgot where I put the little stems from the berries, but I found them. There we go. So now I have the antenna, and I'm going to make some legs. So I have a stick here, and I'm just going to put my thumbs where I want it to break, and I'm going to snap it off. So I make some little legs out of this. Oops. And if it's, oh, there we go. If it's a little hard, sometimes it helps to break it and then kind of give the stick a twist. So kind of like break and twist. Break, twist, and pull. That should do it. Okay, so now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I have 6 legs. Insects have 6 legs. And just like the antenna, I'm going to draw with my glue where I want the legs to go. And now that I have these little lines here, I know exactly where I'm going to put the legs. So I'm just going to smush on the legs. And there we go. I have my nature insect. Whoop. His little leg fell off a little bit. I hope you had fun today making your very own nature bug. I look forward to the next time we can create art together. Bye for now.